What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nouman and today's analysis video is going to be about the Champions League game between PSG and Manchester City. So PSG lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Verratti given the license to drop in the midfield during the build-up phase. And he was also allowed to move up to link with the front three during the attacking phase. Man City, on the other hand, lined up in a 4-3-3 formation, but their formation on the ground was mostly 4-2-4, with Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne playing in between the lines and operating as the two No.10s. So before we start the analysis, first I would like to tell you all about my sponsor for today's video. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN service that allows you to create a secure connection to another network over the internet. It can actually help you to unblock websites that are not available in your area. Surfshark has been so helpful to me in the last few months. I recently traveled to Turkey, and while I was in Turkey, I couldn't stream some of the shows that I normally would watch in Canada. But thanks to Surfshark, I was able to stream my favorite Canadian shows in Turkey as well. I have been using it for over a month now and I'm absolutely loving it. Surfshark were kind enough to give me a special promo code for all of my followers. You can click the link in the description and use the code Nouman to get a discount of 83%. And with the code of Nouman, you can also get extra 3 months for totally free. And of course, you have 30-day money-back guarantee, which gives you lots of time to try Surfshark for totally free. PSG started the game really well, and they looked in total control for the first 45 minutes of the game. Unlike the normal man-oriented high press, which Manchester City mostly tried to implement under Pep Guardiola, Man City actually decided to go with the zonal pressing at the start of this game. Man City would often try to overload the zone of possession to force PSG into making a mistake. But PSG actually did a very good job of switching the play from one zone to the other zone to bypass the pressing of Manchester City and catch them on the break. Di Maria especially was playing very central, and he was keeping Cancelo narrow to open the gaps in the wide areas for the PSG fullback to attack. As soon as PSG would pick a side to build their play, Man City would immediately try to overload that zone of possession to win back possession. But luckily for PSG, they had Neymar, who is very good at retaining possession under pressure. And Neymar was actually helping PSG to easily overcome these Man City overloads and switch the play from one side to the other side, keeping possession under pressure and using his passing range to switch the play to the other side, where Florenzi is ready to start the attack for PSG. Switching the play to the other side, where the fullback is now totally free to move the ball forward for PSG with ease. The position of Di Maria also greatly helped PSG to attack that left side of Man City's defense, as he was constantly forcing Cancelo to get narrow. The distance between Cancelo and Foden is too big, so Di Maria makes a run towards the central area to force Cancelo to get narrow. And as he makes the run, he signals Verratti to play the ball behind him for the one of Florenzi, who is totally free on the wide area. Verratti plays the ball to Di Maria, and Di Maria can see Cancelo moving up to press Di Maria. So Di Maria plays a one-touch pass to Gay, who immediately tries to release Florenzi in the space behind Cancelo. Verratti to Di Maria, who drags Cancelo out of his line to open the space in the defense for the one of Florenzi. Cancelo was taken out by Di Maria, and Florenzi is now totally free to attack the wide area. Florenzi plays a first-time cross inside the box, and he wins the corner for his team. Again, Foden was too far away from Cancelo, and that gave PSG the chance to easily isolate Cancelo in a 1v2 position time and time again. This was the move that resulted in a corner, and PSG scored the first goal of the game. Man City, on the other hand, also did not have too many issues when it came to building their play from the back, because of the disorganized pressing of PSG. Mbappe and Neymar were trying to press the two City centre-backs, with Paredes and Gay covering the double pivot of Manchester City. Verratti and Di Maria were trying to cover Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, who were often dropping in the midfield during the build-up phase. So this often created a 1v2 position against Verratti and Di Maria. The PSG fullbacks were busy covering the Man City wingers, and thus Verratti and Di Maria were getting outnumbered in the midfield. This was mainly due to the fact that Man City were playing without a number 9, and thus having two No.10s who could drop in between the lines created issues for PSG. So in simple words, the PSG centre-backs had no one to cover, and that put all the pressure to their midfielders who were getting outnumbered. Neymar and Mbappe are pressing the two centre-backs, with Paredes and Gay keeping a tight man marking on the two Man City midfielders. Bernardo Silva drops deep and he gets the attention of Verratti, and now Kyle Walker is totally free to receive the ball from his goalkeeper. Verratti was getting outnumbered, so the fullback leaves Mahrez and steps out to help Verratti against the 2v1 position. And now the fullback is also in no man's land, as Man City create this triangle to easily take out the fullback. And this brings us to another very important tactical detail, which was the wide triangles that Man City tried to form throughout the game. By using those two number 10s who were constantly operating in between the lines, Man City were able to create a 3v2 position on the wide areas. But credit to the PSG wingers, especially Di Maria, who worked really hard in this game, especially without the ball, to drop back and help his fullback against these wide overloads. Florenzi steps out to cover Cancelo, and Di Maria immediately drops in the defense to cover the central space. Even though Man City were able to enter PSG's defensive third with ease, but they couldn't create any clear-cut chances. PSG were their own biggest enemies, and most of the Man City chances came as a result of PSG making a cheap mistake in and around their goal box. But credit to Manchester City for their excellent second half performance. They came out in the second half with a real mission, and PSG just found it too difficult to match the intensity of Manchester City. Man City now have the advantage of 2 away goals, which means PSG will now have to score at least 2 goals to stay in the competition. And that won't be an easy task, especially against a team that has the best defensive record in this season's Champions League. So do you think PSG can turn it around at the Etihad Stadium? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.